Okay. So the second one will be traffic. The third will be mobility. The next is going to be movability, while the next, after that, is accessibility. Then we look at transport management. Now, for us to understand this course very well, there is a need. Let me see if I share my screen, it should not go off again. If it goes off, that means I will pause it for some time. Can you confirm my screen for me, class? Can you
Yes, we
confirm that
can
I can
see.
see my?
We can
Okay, now
see.
there is a need. Okay, thank you so much. So there is a need for us to understand some terms as far as transportation management is concerned. And don't forget that the title, I don't know if don't forget that the title of this course, as discussed, is Transportation Techniques and Management. So the first thing I want you to know is that there is a need for you to understand what transport and transportation, they could be used interchangeably. Interchangeably in what sense? Interchangeably in the sense that in the UK, they use more of transport. In US, they use more of transportation. So it is about nomenclature. It's all about the movement of goods, services, and persons from one place to another. That is what either transport or transportation is talking about. Now, there is a difference between transport and traffic. There is a difference between transport and traffic. Transport talks about the movement. Traffic talks about number of vehicles per time. Is somebody following me?
Yes, sir.
People mix it up. Even some people you don't expect to mix it up, they mix it up. There is a difference between traffic and transport. Traffic has to do with number of vehicles in a place at a particular time. Transport is having to do with the movement of traffic. Is different from transport. I said traffic is the number of vehicles, and I said traffic is the movement of persons, goods, and services from one place to another. So during the process of transportation, we make use of vehicles, we make use of different modes of excuse me, of transportation. So this is an example of traffic on your screen. If you can confirm your screen with me, and the source of this picture, you see the link that is attached to the picture. That's the source of the picture. Then secondly, now I believe strongly that you can differentiate between transport and traffic. Secondly, thirdly, let's see mobility. Mobility is different from transport. When people say I am mobile, they are correct, because that means they have the ability to move or to be moved. You are mobile when you order your Uber ride. You are mobile when you have a car. That is from the word mobility. So it is the ability to move. If you don't have the ability to move, there is no mobility. And this is also different from accessibility. Now, movability, this has to do with the quality of that movement. So it is synonymous to mobility, but it emphasizes on quality. It emphasizes on quality. So that is for movability. For accessibility, it is saying that, are you being reached? That's the question that accessibility, can you reach somewhere? Are you being reached, or you can reach somewhere? If you have a as you have a BRT bus stop at Jibowu, for example, If it is difficult for you to get there within 5 minutes from where you live around, or to the nearest BRT point within 5 minutes, that could mean that it is not accessible to you because it is taking longer time. And that is why accessibility is measured in terms of time, distance, and costs. Class, is that fine?
Yes, yes.
Measured in terms of time, distance, and cost. If the time is too long, it is not accessible. If the distance is too long, is accessible. If the cost is too high, it's not accessible. So that is accessibility. Are you able to? It is mobility, it is movability that is emphasizing quality. Accessibility is emphasizing ability of reaching there in quality time, quality cost, and quality distance. That is the difference between them. Transport has to do with the movements. Traffic has to do with number of vehicles. Mobility has to do with the ability to the ability to reach. The ability to reach. That is what mobility. And there is a big difference between it, in the sense that if you don't have that ability, the use of the word ability, if you don't have the ability to reach a place, to move to a place, that means you are not mobile. So the ability in this sense could be that you are ordering a Uber ride, an Uber ride, and you are going somewhere, or you have a car. You can move freely, easily. So that's it. So there is a difference between you having the ability and you having the quality in the ability. The quality inside the ability is movability. The accessibility is in terms of distance, cost, and time. And it has to do with reaching a place in time, reaching a place, or somebody gets to you. Is it accessible to the person coming to you? Is that person's place accessible to you? So it is a two-way thing. Class, I hope that is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
So on this now, okay, let's see this, which is transport management. So this encompasses strategies, processes, and technologies used to oversee, to optimize the movement of people and goods. So it is not only goods, services, it also involves people. So it's about, when you hear transport management, it's about strategies, majorly about strategies, majorly about process, majorly about technologies. Technology is coming into a lot of things now. So, and the essence is to optimize movement for who? For people and goods. So, and this issue of transport management evolves from the logistics and supply chain management and other modes of transportation. Now, this is a good example of the transportation system management. This is an example. You can see the different modes coming into play. You can see the technology inside the different modes, and you can also see that it is evolving from the broad logistics. So you have them in different sizes with their different PCU. Class, have you heard of PCU in transportation? Have you heard of PCU? Who is in this class who has heard of PCU?
No, sir.
Okay, PCU means passengers car unit. And it is the PCU that will tell you whether you are overstretching the portion of road or you are not overstretching the portion of road. PCU could, the volume of different modes could be very high. PCU is what brings it to the load unit. It's what brings it to units. It is just like kilogram. It's just like naira. is a unit of measurement that we discuss about in transport planning. And what it does is that no matter your frequency, it will reduce you to that unit of measurement. It is a multiplying factor, and it has to do with putting the different modes into a particular unit, into a regular unit. For example, bicycle could be 0.3. So if you have 100 bicycles, can you quickly pick your calculator? If you have 100 bicycles, you multiply it with 0.3. We use it for traffic surveys, and that's another consultancy on its own. 0.3 times 450. Can somebody quickly do that? Or if you don't want it, let me move on to the next slide.
That's 135.
135. Can you see the difference from what number? Can you see the difference? From where? From what number? Mr. Ada, are you the one speaking? From what number? Okay, since you are busy, let's go on. You might not need it.